rest. What children care and their carers really think about education. So, as I said, we interviewed 81 children and young people, face to face. We surveyed 89 carers, and TACT voices highlight how standards for looked after children in education should and be raised further. What is it all about? Okay, well, the reason why we decided to launch this publication is we do it anyway, we talk to our young people, but the reason why we wanted to do that in an institute of education was because we, like many of our children and young people, have got some big ideas.
How many parents do you know in your everyday life who don't know what their children are doing when they're 25? Who don't know what their children are doing when they're 35, when they're 45? Parenting's for life. Our job as fostering charities and as local authorities is to make sure that the people we find, these fantastic people we find to be foster carers, the fantastic family members who step forward as kinship carers and the excellent adopters, we need to make sure that those people are the best people they can possibly be, and we need to make sure that we give them all the support they need to do the amazing job they're doing, but also give them the authority to do the job that they're doing. The absence of proper delegated authority in too many places is a real barrier, because all decisions about what should go on in the family home should be made in the family home. And that includes all the decisions about education.
But being in care does not stop you from achieving and having a fulfilling life. Every single child or care leaver that I met in my former career as a child protection social worker, and those I meet now as a Member of Parliament, were as capable and as talented as any other child, some more so. Now, I firmly believe that access to good education is a fundamental right for all children, no matter who they are, where they are from, or what their circumstances are. A good education can mean the difference between where you begin in life and where you could end up. And whilst I would never pretend to fully understand the experiences of being in care, I myself didn't come from a wealthy or privileged background, and I think it's safe to say people from the estate I grew up on very rarely end up as members of Parliament. But I got there through good education, work experience and training.
Local authorities do a lot of measuring of how their children are doing. They look at educational performance, they look at all sorts of different things. They don't look so much at how children feel about their lives. They don't talk so much about what actually children and young people say about the things that matter to them.
I wanted to come out of care with mum and dad, and by the 19th of July, after 2 years of fighting for it because Northamptonshire were bad, I came out with a special guardianship order that went for court, and it was the best day of my life, I could say. I wrote to the Minister of Children about it, and I actually got a lovely letter back from them. The message today to foster carers, special guardians, adoptive parents and especially social workers: just continue to support us in whatever career choice that we do and inspiring our dreams, and even if we do take the completely other direction, keep trying to advise and help us, even if your advice is a bit rubbish. But we do listen to what you have to say, but we've got to make our own decisions, and by making our own decisions, even if we make those mistakes, there are mistakes to make, and those mistakes help us build a better future for ourselves.
And so yes, we are fostered. And so often when I say this, the lines on people's faces, they crumble up like pages of paper laden with mistakes, but we are not mistakes on pages. We will never be mistakes on pages. We were simply a crooked introduction, straightened out by proofreaders Pat and Vic, whose love and guidance laid the foundations for straight lines for us to write the rest of our story on, and we are writing every single day. So we are not mistakes on pages, and we never, ever will be.
It was interesting to see a report for once that's actually done with carers and children's views at the forefront of it, instead of it being a government-led report or a report that's led by people in Parliament. This was the one that was led purely by children and the carers, so it was really important to be here and meet some of them and to hear about the findings. We recently started looking after a little girl who is actually in preschool at the moment, and she's going to be going into mainstream primary school. So we thought it was an opportunity for us to actually learn more about what can be done for foster children who are actually starting off in the education system.
I like helping other people, so it's like the main thing that I want to do is help other people, because it makes me feel better that even though I've had a bad start in life, I can help other people have a better end.